Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about romance in anime movies and TV shows. Today we'll be talking about the movie Novocaine. Novocaine, right, with Nathan and Sherry. So this movie was interesting. I didn't know where it was gonna go, right? But it was very interesting. Jay Quad is a great actor. I'm a big fan, massive fan. He's done some good work. This movie called Plus One, which I'll talk about later. Very good movie. But in terms of the movie, so basically, Nathan doesn't feel pain, right? He doesn't feel pain at all. If you pinch him, he doesn't feel anything. If you punch him, he doesn't feel anything. If you put like hot water on his legs, he doesn't feel anything, right? So basically, that's basically the character, right? And he works at a bank, right? So we have then Sherry, right, who comes in and starts working as well, right? So Nathan likes Sherry. There you go. So he's trying to like figure out like how do I talk to her. He's nervous and stuff like that. But Sherry helps him out, and they go on a date, like a coffee and everything. And then they find out about she finds out about Nathan's condition, like he doesn't feel pain and stuff, but it still doesn't change anything. They end up together. They sleep together and stuff, right? But little does Nathan know, Sherry is working in the inside. She's working with the guys who are gonna rob the bank, right? So the bank robbers come and they threaten to kill people to get the money and stuff. So basically, so robbers threaten to kill Sherry, but Sherry, Nathan likes Sherry, so they threaten to kill Sherry. Then he opens the bank for them. So they take the money. They also take Sherry as well. So Nathan doesn't like any other girls. Like, you know what? I'm gonna find those guys and I'm gonna take him out. So they get into the car. He gets in the car. He follows them. He fights a guy in like a kitchen. The fight is pretty cool, right? With flour everywhere. He's beating people. Then he kills a guy, right? I mean, that's jail time, by the way. That's actually jail time. But apparently, at the end we found out that since he's white and blah blah blah, he doesn't get any jail time or gets like probation. I'm like, okay. Okay, but yeah, but is that alright? Okay, is that okay, right? He doesn't get any jail time for a lot of crimes, grand theft auto, killing somebody, vandalism, just the crime list is insane, but he basically gets no jail time. So anyway, he pursues the people, and then he finds out that at the end he stops them from escaping. They find out that Sherry's working with the bad guys and everything. So crushing. I mean, I highly recommend you watch the movie, obviously, but you can see his soul leave his body when he finds out that he was played from day one. It was all a plan, to get the passwords for the safe. So Sherry dated him, right? So he was basically led along, led along the whole way. So it's pretty bad to watch. But otherwise, the movie was pretty great. The action scenes were pretty nice. I laugh. I didn't see the killing coming in, right? But they didn't come in. Well, so Sherry, I didn't. At the beginning when she started liking him, I was like a bit suspicious. Well, Sherry is like hot, I guess, right? So I was like, and I'm not saying that Nathan is not hot, right? So I was like, fine, fair enough. But later I was like, something. She started liking him a bit too easy. Started trusting him a bit too easy. And normally it takes some time, right? But in this case, it didn't. I was like a bit suspicious. And then we later find out that she's working with the bad guys. I was like, all right. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I hope he finds out. Nathan finds out about this betrayal. And apparently, the people who robbed the bank, one of them was Sherry's brother, right? So, and the brother's kind of mean and stuff like that. So, when she gets kidnapped and brought to their lair, so the way they were talking, I was like, oh no, she's cooked. She's actually cooked. Then I realized oh, they're working together, right? And then at the end, we see that Sherry's, in prison, and then Nathan's visiting her. Then the love continues, but I don't know, Nathan. You just gotta call it, bruv. You just gotta call it a day. Just hang up the boots. It's over. Just let it go. You know what I mean? But I guess not. I guess he has to wait for her. I mean, I hope she gets. Jail time. Like the jail time in this movie doesn't make sense. Like, how can you do horrible, terrible things and just basically get no time at all. It's a bit suspicious, in my opinion. I know people have gone less for doing less, so don't know how that makes any sense, but that's what happens there. But I think it's a good movie, good action. The romance is little, but it's the whole premise is like he tries to get her back, right? But he spends like maybe 2 nights together, or like in total they might have spent like less than 24 hours in the same room, but he's willing to like risk death and getting killed for her. Well, people have done worse. Well, not worse, but people have done crazy things for love. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but I get it. Fair enough, fair enough. But the movie's good. I would give it like a 7.5. Right, like I said, it's very good. So you guys, please watch it. Tell me what you think. Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.